Hello Oldhammers, this is Brett. Just doing a quick painting video on how I turn my Gripping Beast Norse figures from Undercoat Chaos Black to Huskarls. All ready for the tabletop and the battle report. So I've got 14 more Huskarls to paint. So now I haven't got a bracket yet to hold my phone so I can tape it like the other painting videos that you see, but I just wanted to give it a try and see how we go, and this is that video. So first things first, I put the figures together and then I give them a spray with Chaos Black spray, usually just the aerosol can. Get it from Games Workshop. You could use Army Painter, different ones, even an airbrush or anything. Depends on what you've got and what you want to go with. I use heaps of different paints. I use Army Painter. I also use Citadel, and I also use Vallejo. Really loving the Vallejo at the moment. Really good line of paints. But I've got a lot of Citadel that I use as well. And so the first thing we'll be doing for our Huskar is putting some skin on. So we'll do a base coat of Bugman's Glow. So the Bugman's Glow has been added for the skin, so like hands, face, and that's all been added on. Now if I was going to go for a lighter colour with the beard, I would have used Bugman's Glow for the beard as well, just to give a lighter base coat for the for like a lighter colour, so like a blonde or a light brown or something like that for the hair colour. But what we're going to paint next is the pants. Now with Vikings at this stage, they used a lot of different colours, so like greens, blues, reds, very popular, especially if you could afford it and you're a bit richer. Those are the colours that were quite popular and a little bit more expensive. So these guys are Huskars, so they've got a little bit more money behind them, so their equipment's a bit better than the Bondi. So the Bondis have been done in a lot of browns and like undyed wool sort of colour, so like a bone colour sort of thing. So, but yeah, we'll get the colour for we'll get the paint on now for the pants, and I'm going to use a Mephiston red for that, just to give it a nice deep rich base coat for the pants. And that red has gone on really nice, a couple of nice thin coats just to hit the pants, and yeah, get him ready for the next part. Now a lot of Vikings prided themselves on their presentation and grooming. So what we'll do for the coat and the arms that just sticking out of the male shirt is we'll do a nice blue. So yeah, we'll pop that on next, and we'll get that back on. Also, just wanted to let you know, when cleaning my brush in between colours, I've just started adding just a couple of drops of washing up detergent in it, like you would for the dishes and stuff like that. It just, yeah, I find it cleans the brush heaps better. But yeah, so we'll get the blue on next, and that's going to be a base coat of McCrag Blue from Citadel. Cool, get that on. So there's the blue complete, ready to go. He's coming along really nice. I always seem to start with the face as well, because it gives each figure a character when you start on their face. When you're painting them, they're just not little blobs of plastic anymore. They're probably silly, but yeah, they're little soldiers for your army then when they've got facial features painted on. But yeah, the next thing we're going with is we'll do his chainmail. We'll get all that blocked in next. I have been told that I'm a block painter, which just means that I pick a colour, block it in, pick another colour, block it in. But next one we'll be going with is a base colour for base coat of lead belcher for the armour. So we'll get cracking onto that next. So that's the lead belcher finished. It's a bit shiny there, yep, there we go. But we'll tone that down a little bit. As you can see, I bumped a little bit onto the blue, but it happens. So we'll fix that up soon when we go to the shading. But yeah, next part is we've got to get some brown on there, especially for the spear shaft, his boots, and yeah, that's what we'll get on next. We might even do his beard in that this brown as well, and that's going to be a Mournfang brown by Citadel. Let's get it on there. So there we are. We've got the Mournfang brown on now as a base for all the brown colours. Just trying to get it to focus. There we go. I've done all the leather work, like the belts and the straps and everything like that, the necklace around the neck. It's at this stage that I realised I forgot to paint his neck, so we'll fix that up. But then once we fix that up, we'll hit the other part of his pants with some Xandri dust. Cool, let's get that on. And there we have it, the Xandri dust is on now, on the, I guess you could call them gaiters, like they called them in the American Civil War. But yeah, so the gaiters are on now, and he is fully base coated. So what we're going to do now is we're going to whack a wash on it, probably Agrax Earthshade wash on the clothes and the weapons and things. Any metallic parts, I'm going to use a Nuln oil just to tone it down a little bit because it's pretty bright at the moment. But yeah, we'll get the shades on and then we'll be right back. So the washes are on now, looking good. It's really brought out the details in those different colours, especially the skin and the pants. I just hope that there's enough light so you can see. But I'm waiting for a cradle from the phone to turn up, so that I can have it in one spot and do painting videos and stuff. Now there's a bit of pooling there. That's on purpose because I want to show you guys what to do if you get some pooling. So, but yeah, really happy with him. Just got to wait for that wash to dry now. The Nuln oil on the metal, that's really toned down that shininess of the lead belcher, and the Agrax Earthshade's really brought out the details when anywhere there's like any folds or anything, especially like on the beard and stuff like that. So that's looking really good. Happy with that. Very happy. But yeah, we'll just wait for that to dry and then get cracking on. Alright, so the inks have dried nice, the washes have dried very nice, and we can get on to the next stage. Now this next stage is, yeah, something I want to talk about, because for my Bondi I just did them as, I left them at this. Basically lots of rank and file troops. I wanted to get on the table quickly. Bondi are a lot poorer than what the Huskels are, so their clothes wouldn't be as clean or bright. So yeah, I just left them at this. So I usually paint to what I call 3 standards. Tabletop standard, which is this, so base colours on, then a wash, and then to a, I guess I could call highlight standard. So a couple of highlights here and there on the miniature, just to draw the eye, the attention to the figure. Being rank and file, then yeah, they all sort of blend in together. That I'd probably do for the pants and the shirt. Maybe a little bit on the helmet just to brighten it up, and the spear especially, and the other standard that I paint to every now and again, especially like character models, things like that, for definitely 40k character models, like they're so big. That standard I call "Hey, look at me," because yeah, you've definitely put in heaps more time for that stuff like that, and yeah, It's designed to catch the eye and make people think, wow, that's awesome. So yeah, but we'll go to a highlight level for this guy. So I'll just highlight the clothes, and the top of the helmet and top of the spear, and yeah, just to bring him up a little bit, and then he can join the ranks. So we'll get on first off with the clothes. So for that one, we'll probably use a, if I can get it in shot, an Altdorf Guard Blue. Try to get that shine off. There we go. An Altdorf Guard Blue for the first highlight. So the Altdorf Guard's going on now. You'll probably see it a little bit there. It's just at the tops of different parts. Let's take it back a bit out of the light. See if I can. Yeah, you can see it a little bit there, I hope. But yeah, anywhere where I touched over accidentally with like that chain mail there, you can just see the little line at the top. That's the that's your opportunity now to fix that up, and just dab a bit of colour on there, just to yeah, colour him up a bit. Let's do some Evil Sun Scarlet next to update those pants. Just bring them up a little bit. Cool. So there's the pants done. Nice and quick. Took less than a minute. There's not much there to paint. But yeah, what we're trying to achieve there is just on the flat parts, just yeah, get the colour on there so it brightens it up a little bit. But in the recesses, keep that wash there because it gives it some depth. It's probably easier to see the red than it is the blue, but trust me, it's there. But yeah, now it's just for some little updates, just some little updates on the spear and the helmet, and then a bit of bronzy gold, and this guy's ready to join the ranks. Cool. So I just used a little bit of Runefang steel on the top of the helmet just to highlight it up a little bit. It's probably easier to see there. And at the top of the spear, just a line down there, and then just on the rivets that are there as well. Now the only thing left to do for this bloke is just whack a little bit of gold on him, just on the probably on his buckle and the end of the belt, and on the Thor's hammer that is around his neck. So yeah, we'll do that right now. And there we go. There he is, all done. There's the Thor's hammer that's been done in Vallejo gold, and just the end of the belt and the D-ring for his belt to go through. But I don't use Balthazar gold from Citadel. Truthfully, I do not like that colour. I've never had any success with it, and every time I open up the pot, it's 25 minutes of shaking just to try and get it up to something that you can use. But I find with Vallejo, a little bit of a shake and boom, off you go. I don't know if it's got to do with the pigment and the metallics, but yeah, just gold I always find, yeah, Vallejo's pretty good. If you can get the old Citadel paints from like the 80s, which I do still have, dwarf copper is a dwarf copper or bronze, or I can't remember what it was called back then. That's a good colour as well for copper and bronze. But yeah, there's our guy, all done, ready to join the ranks. Now basing in that, I usually base in one hit, so I'll be basing him up when the rest of the unit's finished. And yeah, all done. And that's how I do my Norse Huskarls for Oldhammer Warhammer Fantasy Battle 3rd edition. Thanks for watching.
Hey Oldhammers, so that was my first painting video. Definitely would have done some things different, especially not having to hold the camera in between painting steps. Yeah, got to get that cradle, which is on its way. That'll hold my phone, so at least that way I can put paint on figures while I'm talking to you guys, which is what I prefer. But yeah, that's definitely one thing I'd change. The other thing is lighting. The cradle that I'm getting does have another light on it, so hopefully that should be lit enough so everyone can see, and it's not so difficult to get everything done. Definitely want the cradle here for a video that I want to do. I want to do a video about Oldhammer bases for beginners. So just to show you guys how I do my banners and how I paint them. So that's definitely one to wait for when the cradle turns up. I've got 2 banners to do, just for my Bondi and the Huskarls. So I want to do hand painted custom banners for those guys, just because I like painting banners, I really do. I've been putting together my beastmen as well, so that'll be another 1,000 points. Eventually, I've got all the figures there that I need, so they're all done. Some of them are painted, some of them are not. They've got to be based, of course, but I'm just putting those together now. So the actual blocks of beastmen units, they're getting put together now. But the thing that I did notice about those is they've got the plastic banners already on there. I decided to keep those. I prefer paper banners because I like painting banners and it's more Oldhammer style, but the plastic ones gives you an opportunity. They're there already, so, and they don't look that too bad for beastmen, so I can just do some like chaos symbols and stuff like that on it, and just go a little bit more in the background with the Realm of Chaos books and things like that. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. Just want to thank my, as of today, 59 subscribers. That's really cool. I remember when I started this channel nearly 12 months ago, when I got my first subscriber, it was like, whoa, this is awesome. But yeah, they have nearly 60 now. That's great. I'm absolutely cheering. I know I'm not the most professional outfit going, but I'm working on that and getting different equipment and stuff, so I can make better content and stuff for you guys that you can follow along to. And it's nice actually seeing some Oldhammer stuff on YouTube for the for around the edition that we love. Like, I know Crown of Command do 4th and 5th edition, and that is so awesome, and I do love following along with their videos. I'd absolutely love to have a game with them, to be quite honest. Just want to thank them for the subscribe, and I'll send you some pictures of me undead, so that way you guys can see them. But other than that, yeah, check their channel out. Actually, so it's got some good Hero Hammer stuff on it. But yeah, we do 3rd edition, and I love that edition. It's awesome. But other than that, I just hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Look out for each other as we climb that Oldhammer mountain together, and stay cool, stay Oldhammer.